I'm back. I'm back in my happy place. So the last couple of weeks have been school holidays, and so I was kind of kicked out of my office and kicked out of where I do my filming, and I've been in other places of the house, and I'm actually feel like I'm back. I'm back where I'm meant to be, and the world is good again. The house is too quiet though. I don't like it when the girls aren't here. I get used to them being at home and I get a bit sad when they've gone. So I thought I would come and I would do a video with all of you to cheer me up, make me feel a bit less alone. So before we start today, please like, please subscribe, please stay with me, please join my community because I love talking to you all. I get such a buzz out of doing this stuff, and the more I can get the word out to the world and the more I can teach this stuff to other people, the better. So yeah, just press the like and subscribe button. I would be so grateful. Anyway, today we are going to talk about trusting your gut, right? Your body always knows. Your intuition, your inner knowing, your inner being, it always knows what's best. And I think as we move through life and we go through and we grow up and we forget that we trust us. I mean, as kids, right, we trust ourselves implicitly. If something doesn't feel right to us, we instantly know we don't want to do it, we don't want to go there, we don't want to be friends with that person. But as we get older, I think we lose our connection to ourselves and we forget that we actually know better than anybody else when it comes to our life. And we start to take on these influences of other people and scenarios and situations, and we start to put other people's views above our own. But ultimately, when we come back to it, we know what's best for ourselves. Have you ever been, it's a really easy way of sort of figuring out that, you know, that you should trust yourself. Have you ever been in a situation where you were asked to go somewhere or do something, or you met somebody, or you just passed somebody on the street, or you walked a different way home, or you went to a party or a social occasion and you instantly got the energy that it was wrong, that you didn't want to be there, that it felt weird, that you were just a little bit like, I don't like this, I don't want to be here, I want to leave, I don't like this person, I'm feeling really strange. That is your intuition telling you to get the hell out. The trouble is, I've been in many situations where I felt that and I've totally ignored it, and I've stayed in the situation and I've regretted it because I've either had a horrible time, or somebody was nasty to me, or some things were said, or something that I didn't like happened. If I just listened to that energy, to that intuition within my body and left or put myself out of the situation, I wouldn't have had that weird experience. You can walk past people on the street, right? I'm really good at reading people's energies now, but I can walk past somebody on the street and I instantly get that, oh, I don't want to be by this person feeling. And I kind of steer clear. I'd cross the road or do, but you have to learn to trust that. And the more you do this stuff, the more you listen and the more you trust, the heightened all of that will get. But I do have a really quick tip for you on learning to listen to your body, learning to trust your gut, and learning to know that feeling in the pit of your stomach, or that thing, that vibe is right, and you should absolutely listen to it. So what I want you to do is all stand up. If you can do this right now, do it now. If you can't, replay this at some point where it's safe for you to stand up, and you are going to say to your body, what way is my yes? And your body will instantly, oh look, there we go, mine's off. I didn't even I wasn't going to make this an interactive experience, but my yes is obviously that way. So then if I say which way is my no, oh, my body starts to put me this way. So now you can see I'm going this way. I'm going backwards and forwards. I know that if I ask my body a yes question, I'm going to go that way. And if I ask it a no, I'm going to go this way. So if I said, for example, is my name Jane? Then my body starts to sway me backwards and forwards. And I promise to God, I am not doing that. It's just because it knows my name is Jane and therefore I'm going that way. So if I said then I said something that I know isn't incorrect. If I said, is my name Matilda? Then my body's going to go, no, your name's not Matilda. Look, we're going this way now. So it knows. That is how you trust. So if you have some big questions that you want to ask and you know that there's yes or no answers and you want a really simple way of getting those answers, do that test. Do it for yourself, right? And figure out which way is your yes or your no, because your body will tell you. That is one easy way of listening and letting your body give you a response. Another way of getting in tune with your intuition is meditation. And I've talked about meditation in the past, but I talk about it because it's amazing. And if you take the time to sit in silence and sit in stillness and ask a question, ask your body, your mind, your gut, your intuition, something that is on your mind at the moment, something that you are a little bit stuck about, something that you are needing some clarity or some guidance on. If you sit in stillness and if you sit in meditation, you will get your answers, but this can take practice. Don't expect to sit, if you've never meditated before, don't expect to sit down and within 5 minutes to have all of the answers coming at you, because it is going to take practice, and it takes you tuning in to yourself and learning to be with yourself and sit with yourself in stillness, that you're going to get that clarification. The more you do it, the more clear you're going to get about things, the more you're going to trust, the more you are going to know that you do have intuitive guidance. Everybody does. Everybody does. So if this is the first time you're starting to trust yourself, just let it happen naturally, because I promise you'll start to see things happening. You might ask for guidance in meditation around a particular situation. And then if you notice, like I've said before, the universe leaves breadcrumbs. And so if you start to notice signs and synchronicities and things that are happening, it's not a coincidence, right? There are no coincidences in life. I know I say that a lot too. I should have my own little catchphrases, shouldn't I? Because I say, everything is energy, there's no coincidences, follow the breadcrumbs. These are all things that I know I say a lot, but because they are true. So if you sit and you get in touch with yourself and you let your inner being and your intuition guide you through a meditation, things, synchronicities, places, people, things will start to happen that will answer that guidance, that will give you that clarity. But it's your job to look for it. It's your job to notice the signs and to actually take steps on them. But I promise you it's always there. There is another quick body trick that I want to show you about the power of the mind too. And I think while we're on this video, let's all do it together. I would love you to put your arm, I'm going to stand back a little bit, so I'm going to go far away, but I'm going to put your arm out, and I want you to just turn and just go as far as your arm will go. So just like that, right behind you. But then now I want you to do exactly the same thing, but I want you to tell yourself that you're going to go further. So now you're going to go, okay, mind, thank you. I've got that. Now my arm is going to go 50% further. And a lot of you are stood here thinking, how can it? Because I've just gone as far as I could possibly go. Put your arm out again. Tell yourself, I am now going to go 50% further than I went the first time. Did your arm like spin a hell of a lot further than you thought it could go? Because mine did. And that is the power of the mind and your thoughts. So if you can get in tune with all of this, and if you can listen to your intuition and then change the thoughts in your mind and listen to your mind and listen to your subconscious, you can actually change the trajectory of your entire life just by getting in touch, right? Just by getting in touch with your conscious mind, telling it different thoughts, listening to your intuition, waiting for the guidance. You literally can impact your entire life with this stuff. So listen to your gut. Your body knows. Your body knows, and your mind can be changed if you tell it different thoughts. And that is literally how easy and how incredible that your life can get to be, and how you can impact it just by listening in, getting the clarity, trusting yourself, trusting your body, trusting your gut, and then changing your thoughts with the power of your mind. If you all start to practice this, I promise you it will get easier and easier. Another way to listen to your intuition and to follow your gut, if you're not a meditator, if you really have tried it and you really don't like it and you're just like, I can't, Jane, I can't, don't tell me to sit in meditation again for 30 minutes because I just can't do it. Journal. And if you don't like writing, I know I've said before, you can speak journal. I speak journal all the time because as much as I love writing, when I try and sit and sort of journal in my notebook, I kind of get a bit, and I don't like that energy. So you can speak journal, but whichever way you want to do it, just sit. Sit in a meditative space, tune into yourself, have a notebook or a voice recorder handy, and just anything that starts to come up for you, write it down or speak it out. Now at first you might find that some of the things you're writing or speaking are, they maybe don't make a lot of sense, but the more you tune into yourself and the more you get into this, again, you will start to give yourself the clarity and the guidance and the advice that you actually need. Because it's all in you, it's all inside you, it's all there already. It's just your job to tune in and to listen. And so that's really all I want to say today. That's all I really want to get across. I've just given you a couple of quick little ways of trusting your body with the yes or the no and the swaying, and showing you the power of the mind and how you can change things with the arm exercise that we did. And then just get in touch. Trust yourself. Trust that you know the answers. Trust that you know the path to take. Trust that you have it all inside you already. You just need to learn to tune in again. You need to learn to get back to being the way you were when you were young, when you just had absolute confidence in yourself that whatever you were feeling, that was the right thing. So practice those exercises, meditate, tune in, journal, voice record, just trust and practice, because I promise you it gets so much easier until you get to a place where you just don't question yourself. You get the hit, you get the intuition, and you know that that's the thing to do. You know you're not meant to go to that place. You know you're not meant to be with that person, or you know you are meant to go and speak to that person, and you are meant to go and do that thing. And that is the right move. So it works in both ways. It works in things you shouldn't be doing, and it works in things you absolutely should be doing. It's your job just to tune in, to have absolute trust that you are always being given the guidance, always being given the guidance. Trust yourself. Just trust yourself. And I promise you, life will get so much easier